Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into the exciting topic of AI governance. So in this fast-paced world of AI, where intelligent machines are making decisions faster than we blink, we need to ask, how do we make sure that they are doing it in the right manner? Stick around as I break it down all to you in fast, simple, fun and relatable way. Let's start with what is AI governance now? Let's understand what is AI governance. So basically, AI governance is like a set of rules and process ensuring AI systems that they are developed and used responsibly, ethically, and safely. Basically, fostering innovation while ensuring fairness, privacy, and accountability. So it's like entire, I'll say, a list of words, right? You're not able to understand exactly what's going on. So let me sort of explain to you with the help of an example now. Imagine AI is like a super smart chef in a kitchen, right? Without a recipe book. That is like a set of rules. If you take it in terms of AI context, or someone who's just merely there to taste the food, like probably in again in AI terms, a person or a bot which is there to take an oversight, to keep an oversight of exactly how and what things are going on around. So it might make a dish too spicy or outright absolutely bizarre, right? So AI governance is like a recipe book, taste tester, and a quality checker all rolled into one piece. It ensures that AI is innovative but does not mess things up in the long run. Just like a high-end chef of a Michelin star restaurant is there, right? Who follows a set of rules in order to make sure that the hotel as well as themselves are at the topmost, capabilities in terms of the asks that is there from a Michelin star kind of a restaurant, right? So AI needs governance similarly for trust and reliability as well. I hope this is a bit clear now. So in order to understand AI governance even deeper, we need to understand its core components. So the core components that is presented in the screen is what I'll be describing now. So it starts with ethical standards. So ethical standard is like a GPS. They guide AI to do what's right, avoiding bad shortcuts like bias. So what I mean by bias is like, for example, let's say if we train a data or if we train some sort of a model with a huge set of data, and the data which is getting utilized in order to train the model is imbalanced, or for example let's say it's has a unequal proportionate of examples, then it might the prediction or the outcome might deviate, or it might I'll say lean in towards the example or towards the data which is more in quantity. So that may result in biasness or unfairness in the outcome, right? That is what bias is all about, as the word suggests. And then when what I mean by technical oversight over here is like picture AI as a car, okay? Like governance is the crash test dummy in simple words, ensuring that it's safe before hitting the road. So that's what technical oversight is all about. We make sure that technically everything is in place, and AI governance is the piece that does all the magic. Apart from that, we have regulatory compliance. So AI needs to respect the laws, right? Just like drivers follow the speed limits on road, similarly AI has to do a set of things in order to make sure that it is present in a governed as well as a compliant state. So AI nowadays is applicable everywhere, but its application needs to be governed, for an example, as per the regulatory law of country or nation where it is subjected to, right? So a lot of companies are nowadays using AI, right? And their AI has to be in sync with what the requirement of that particular nation or that country is also. So AI governance is a piece that does the magic for that also. Apart from that, when we talk about transparency, ever wanted to know how a magician does their tricks, right? You obviously might be wanting to know that. So transparency ensures that AI reveals its method or the magic, right, into understandable science for normal people like you and me to understand. Especially after the advent of Gen AI models, the need to know the models and the logic running behind has become one of the most prioritizing tasks for any of the client or any of the user, right? Because you obviously want to know what you're getting into. You cannot get into something without understanding what it's all about. So that's what transparency is all about. So AI governance is again the path that needs to be taken in order to make sure that the datas or the methodologies that are getting utilized are transparent, at the same time governed, in order to keep it in check from getting I'll say misinterpreted, or probably uh, from preventing any kind of mishaps in terms of data collision, or in terms of data destruction also, or probably using that same data in a wrong manner. So transparency is very much needed in order to understand where the data is getting resided, at the same time how it is getting utilized. Risk without governance. So think of AI like a referee in sport match nowadays. If the referee is biased, then the game will be unfair, right? That's where bias in decision making comes into play. Similarly, AI models can discriminate if it's fed with biased data, like rejecting loans based on zip codes, right? If you talk about privacy breaches, then imagine AI reading your personal diary aloud in a room full of strangers. Yikes. You don't want that, right? So again, we can omit that. So, but without governance, AI could act unpredictably, like a robot deciding to redesign your house without asking also your permission. So governance ensures that this AI referee plays fair, respects your diary, and does not go all sci-fi movie like Skynet, that exactly like Skynet did in Terminator. So it makes sure that everything is in check and everything is kept in compliance with what your needs and requirements are. Let's understand now AI governance and its requirement in order to mitigate risk. So basically, AI governance makes AI play nice nowadays. And for that, we make sure that the bias is in check, like making sure a party playlist has everyone's favorite song. It has basically, in again, jokes apart, but keeping the AI life cycle in mind, making sure that the diverse data sets are present in and they are fed well into the model so that the fairness can be evaluated throughout, right? Apart from that, privacy. So think of encryption as an AI proof lock on your personal diary nowadays. When you talk about accountability, imagine tracking a pizza order from a kitchen to your doorstep. So governance uses similar ways, like in terms of audit trails to pinpoint where decisions were made and by whom it was made as well. When you talk about control measures, so governance is like having a human referee who can overrule a bad AI call and ensure that it does not throw a tantrum on the field or cause any kind of havoc when we talk about production environments as well. So it makes sure that the data is in check. At the same time, the models are not acting weird, right? So yeah, that's where this particular AI governance also comes into play. Why AI governance matters, right? We spoke so much about the core components, how to mitigate risk, and so on and so forth. But why does AI governance matter, right? Ultimately, so governance puts the training wheels on AI, letting it innovate safely, like letting a kid ride a bike without fear of falling at all. So you can do all sort of wheelies because you know that there are two more side stands that are there to support you, right? If you fall or crash. So that's the best piece. Apart from that, without trust, no one would board any AI powered plane, right? Or even Tesla, so called Tesla, right? If you think, just imagine Tesla is going really great on the US roads, but if we take the same Tesla car and we put it on an Indian road, then I think we'll have disasters everywhere. So, again, so we need to make sure that everything is in check. We have trust on what we are utilizing, and that's where governance comes because governance builds that trust, making AI a dependable co-pilot, right? So that you can sit, relax, and you can let the governance lead the way. So like firefighters also controlling a blaze, governance basically prevents small AI issues from spreading into massive problems. So it makes sure that everything is scaled safely in the long run. Finally, when you talk about governance, it ensures AI stays a co-pilot helping humans, as I told you before, not a rival, which can steal the co-pilot's controls and steal the thunder in the long run. So aligning the AI with human goals is all that matters in the long run as well. Lastly, what's the future of AI governance? As per me, AI governance will always lean towards global standards, which is like establishing international frameworks to regulate the AI development and usage is what's going to happen now. We will see that more utilization of ethical AI. We already are talking about ethical means of utilizing AI, but ethical AI will ensure AI systems are built with fairness, transparency, and accountability in mind as well. Uh, then comes AI risk management. So addressing threats like bias, misinformation, and misuse with proactive policies is what we'll also do now. We'll make sure that risk management is at the prioritizing task or prioritizing pointers while working around with data or any kind of AI models as well. Uh, One of the most important and unforgivable pointer is human oversight. So keeping humans in the loop to guide critical AI decisions responsibly is all we need to do now. because of the massive scale in which AI is developing. Those days are not far when we have to literally keep this pointer at the focal focus of thinking, I mean, development, because we have to make sure that we can control what we are building, right? So human oversight is the most essential part. Lastly, trust building, because transparent governance is the way to lead public confidence and to gain the trust as well. So lastly, I would say that as AI grows smarter, its governance must grow stronger as well. As Geoffrey Hinton also mentioned that, right, Geoffrey Hinton, who uh, is also called as the godfather of AI, he left Google, warning all of us about the AI's dark side, right? It sounds very interesting and sci-fi-ish, but the genuine and the literal meaning to this is that, he must have seen a lot of misinformation, biasness in data, and lastly, and the most scary part is the capabilities to which it can scale in the near future, for which he had withdrawn back, right? He was one of the people who started with initiating this entire process, and in the long run, or in the meantime, he saw the downsides of its capabilities now. But here's where it gets even more intriguing, right? In the near future, it won't just be governance, as per me. I feel AI security will take the center stage as we face two frontiers, probably in the near future. I hope it does not happen, but I feel so. Probably uh, the movie junk inside me is talking about it, but we'll see the two frontiers pretty soon, where we'll see one thing as AI under control, and then there will be the side that becomes independent. So again, like Skynet. So a new league of specialists, according to me, will emerge. It's just my thoughts, fighting to ensure AI remains the force for good, and we have the power on our side rather than theirs. And yeah, so we'll not have some kind of disruptor in between. We'll be able to control everything, and think of it like, again, a high stakes sci-fi thriller, where we are not just building AI, but we are ensuring it stays on the good side, that is on our side. And the future isn't just about smarter AI, it's about securing its loyalty in the long run. So what do you think? Is AI governance enough, or should we start focusing on AI security too at a larger scale? It's already done, but what if we have some kind of apocalypse of bots tomorrow? What happens then? So yeah, it's just a fun little thing. Share your thoughts in the comment below. I'd love to hear your perspective as well. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of AI and uh, Gen AI as well. And I'll meet you guys in the next video. Till then, keep reimagining data with AI. Bye bye.